We're just a few hours away from what could be a defining moment in the presidency of Donald Trump. After months of hearings and debate, the House today is set to vote to impeach the president. Jessica Smith is live at the Capitol. Jess, quite the big day down in D.C., to say the very least.
It is a huge day here in D.C., and President Trump is almost certain to become the third president to be impeached. The House is set to vote later this evening on two charges: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Democrats need 216 votes to impeach the president, and we do not expect any Republicans to vote yes on this. In a letter to members last night, Speaker Pelosi wrote them saying, "Every one of us raised our hand and took a sacred oath. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That oath makes us custodians of the Constitution. If we do not act, we will be derelict in our duty." Now, debate is set to start this morning. There will be a procedural vote, and then they will continue debate all throughout the day. And again, we do expect that final vote sometime later this evening. Brian.
Jessica, Republicans, we know, are calling this a witch hunt and a scam. But what is the president saying right now?
Right. I think those Republicans are following the president's lead. The president was tweeting this morning saying again that he did nothing wrong. He wrote a letter to Speaker Pelosi. It was 6 pages long. He was ranting about the impeachment proceedings, saying that they are partisan, they're unfair. He went on to say, in part, "You have cheapened the importance of the very ugly word impeachment. By proceeding with your invalid impeachment, you are violating your oaths of office, you are breaking your allegiance to the Constitution, and you are declaring an open war on American democracy." Now, the president said yesterday that he would not be watching proceedings today, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye on his Twitter feed, and then he will head to a political rally in Michigan tonight. And I think it's a pretty safe bet that impeachment will come up there.
Jess, what's the mood over at the Senate right now?
Yeah, I think it's a very solemn day, right? People are aware that this is a very historic day, and it's going to last quite a while. The Senate will be gearing up for a trial potentially in January, so they're working to kind of lay out the framework for that at that point. But yeah, we'll be just keeping an eye on the House later today.
You mentioned a possible Senate trial. What might that look like, and how long might that take, Jess?
Yeah, we don't exactly know yet. It's set to start sometime in January. We've seen Majority Leader McConnell and Minority Leader Schumer go back and forth about how this should work. McConnell says that he is not an impartial juror in this because he sees this as a political process. Schumer is pushing to have new witnesses, including Mick Mulvaney, John Bolton. But McConnell has rejected that idea up until this point. Schumer says that he's going to try and convince Republicans to vote with Democrats in order to call new witnesses. So we'll be watching to see how that plays out over the next few days.
All right, Jessica Smith in D.C., thanks for the update.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.